some traders, but they do not apply in a proper way. So I'm going to be talking about few concepts you should know as a trader. The first thing I'm going to be talking about here is understanding the market structure, the direction of the market, because it is the key to trading. Now, on market structure, I want to be talking about two things: the primary structure and the secondary structure, because a lot of traders find it difficult to mark out their primary structure and their secondary structure. Now, the photo here is the primary structure marking and the secondary structure. Now, how do you mark out your primary structure? Primary structure is normally marked on your higher time frame, yeah, from your 1 hour upward, which is 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and kind of 4 hours, and the rest, whatever time frame, whatever type of trader you are, either a scalp trader, sorry, intraday trader or swing trader, right? Now, let's take for instance, this scenario here is a bullish scenario, right? You want to be marking out those highs and the lows that was being created on the higher time frame, right, for a primary structure. But the secondary structure is this structure inside the retracement or inside the expansion on the higher time frame, right? I'm going to be showing you one example on this. If you look at this this structure here that is being marked with a red dot, this is your secondary structure, all right? And it is mainly identified on the lower time frame. And the lower time frame I'm talking about can be your 15 minutes, 5 minutes downward until your 1 minute time frame. Well, so the second photo here is a photo of the primary structure of a 4 hour time frame. Like I said before, the primary structure is marked on the higher time frame, right? And this is the 4 hour chart. Now you can see I neglected whatever that was being created here, whatever price action was doing here during this time in the market. I didn't mark anything here, right? I was marking out those most cleanest highs and cleanest lows, higher high and higher low that was being from on the 4 hour time frame. This is how you mark out your primary structure. All right, guys. So let's go to the next one here. The photo of a 5 minutes secondary structure, right? Like I said before, the secondary structure is marked on a lower time frame. Now for me, I do stick to the 5 minutes chart because that is where I do look for entry as an intraday trader. If I identify my primary structure on my higher time frame, I will come down to my 5 minute time frame or whatever lower time frame I want to look for an entry. That I need to understand the concept of the secondary structure. So you have to understand, right? If your higher time frame is your primary higher time frame is bullish, right? I want to see a bullish trend on like a secondary structured trend, right? A bullish trend on say. So I want to identify and how I can look for an entry in the market. So this is the market on the secondary structure. Now take a look at this. The second thing I'm going to be talking about is the timing to trade. Most traders don't know when to trade. Like my first 2 years of trading, I suffered a lot, right? I don't know when to get into the market and even when to exit the market, like when not to trade. Even at night, like I'm with my phone, just looking at the chart because then I didn't have a PC. I had a laptop, right? So I was always staring at my phone, looking for any kind of possible entry that I can enter, and the rest of the thing I was consumed with chat, right? So that is not the right thing to do. The most times where you see more volume in the market is during the London section and the New York section, which the London section usually happens from the 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., right? And the New York section is from the 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. So I will be showing you some trade I took during the London session, right? Now I've marked out at this point here the day I took this trade. My primary structure on the higher time frame was bullish, right? So I need to see a bullish trend on on my 5 minute time frame. So how do I identify the secondary structure that I told you guys before? I want to identify secondary structure of what is being formed during the 5 minute chart, right? So this was a Asia range. Now This is the London section here when I took this trade. As soon as price mitigate, as soon as price broke structure here, right? It mitigated the other block. The smart money concept trader that we call that, but me I love to call it demand zone, right? When it did mitigate, it gave me final confirmation on how to enter this trade, right? This was GBP USD. Now the higher time frame was the primary marking, which is the higher time frame was bullish scenario, right? On that day. Now on my 5 minute chart here, I need to see the bullish structure being formed, right? Now on my secondary structure, when price did break below the lower low that was being formed, I I marked out the demand zone here. I just see a two demand zone. Now, on the second thing I'm going to be talking about, I'll be telling you about why you don't need to be trading with limits. Because if I had traded with limit, so this one went fine, but if I set limit here, set limit here, we don't know for sure if price will mitigate this point and invalidate it and come up onto the next one. Like have a loss here, so most of the time market can be very crazy. It does invalidate the both of them and kind of use this one here that was being marked here. So that is why I stopped using the trade. Instead of that, I want to see my final confirmation, then enter market execution. Alright guys, so nothing is the trade I took during the New York section. The same thing, this trade was on euro against the right. So there wasn't no clean set up on during the London session. So the New York session had to mitigate the demand zone that was formed during the London section. So after the final confirmation, I entered the trade. So even want to know how I do enter my setup this way, I already created a video for that. You could pop up on the screen, right guys? So after the end of this video, you can go watch it, right? Learn how to trade this. Now, the third thing here is stop using limits. Stop setting limit to your trade and start using instant execution. But before you use instant execution, you should make sure that the market has given you your final confirmation, all the confirmations you need to enter a particular trade, right? Now, take a look at this diagram here on type A. You see that if I set limit at this point here, price did break me out, right? You see it gave me a stop loss. It hit my stop loss and if I had entered this trade, right, but I set limit here, I would lost a 1% here and maybe might not set at this point. I must be thinking that okay, price indicate this demand swing here, then it will take off, right? Do its thing. But at the end of the day, when price invalidate this point here, it came to respect the sun. Then look at the type B example here. Now, this was the kind of engine I'm talking about. When price do mitigate the demand zone that was being formed here, I wait for the final confirmation, and that is how I will get into this trade. Now, the last thing I'm going to be talking about, have a must follow plan when trading. You need to have this. This is very, very important. Do not trade more than 2% per day. Now, if you're down 2% of your account, if you have a loss 2% of your account, you shouldn't be looking for more setup. Just take a day off, find something fun, or maybe read books or do anything, watch some videos, watch on Netflix, right? Tomorrow you come back to the market, you know, you see another silver ball. You just deliberate on why you had that loss, right? You learn from your losses. Now, do not force a setup. If a setup, if the market is forming, right, it hasn't gotten to your where you want it to get to. Stop forcing it. Stop adjusting and adjusting your demand and the rest of the thing. Don't forcing the setup. Let the market do its thing. You've done your analysis. Let the market do its thing. Don't force the setup, right? And then do not execute a trade without a final confirmation. Like I told you before, I don't use limits. I use instant execution, and I cannot execute a trade without a final confirmation. I have a final confirmation why I should enter any trades. So guys, you need to uh, understand this. No matter what strategy you are trading, if you are trading a retail pattern or if you are trading smart money or ICT, whatever you are trading, whatever is a strategy, but you need to You need to know this. You need to know this, right? You need to know this. Very, very important. So, guys, I'll see you on the next one.